Have you ever seen a couple walking down the street or posting on Instagram or even one of your friends getting booed up and had thoughts like, get a room? Man, I'll never have that. Being deeply loved and respected by another human being, it must be nice. Or the most iconic of all, I just know I'm gonna die alone. Well, I'm gonna be honest, I've had these thoughts too. And I want to first reassure you that they are completely normal and human reactions to watching other people get what you want. Whether that's a loving relationship or whatever your deepest desire may be. Today we're gonna talk about where those feelings of bitterness come from, some simple mindset shifts you can make to alleviate those feelings, and we're gonna talk about why jealousy can actually be a good thing. Come on, let me show you how I stopped being a bitter ass. So I first want to clarify that I see bitterness and jealousy as two different things. Jealousy, or maybe more accurately envy, is when you see someone else who has what you want. And you get that prickly feeling of, they have it, I want it, that hurts. Now this is a completely human experience, and I don't think any of us makes it through this lifetime without having this feeling at one point or another. Bitterness, on the other hand, is when that simple, natural feeling of envy is paired with the idea that not only do you not have this thing that they have, you can't have it. You will never have it. You're blocked from having it for whatever reason that you made up in your head. Maybe you're just not good enough, or the universe is rigged against you, or that's just not the way your life works. This is how jealousy becomes bitterness. I want you to take a minute and imagine looking at someone that has what you want. So for many of us, this might be a really happy couple walking down the street. Now I want you to imagine that as you're walking past this couple, some all-knowing force that can see the future beams down and says to you, you can't have that. You'll never have that. Being in a loving relationship is something other people get to do, not you. Are you now looking at that couple with a sense of resentment? Do you feel in your gut that they've unfairly been given something that'll never be given to you? I sure feel it. I do not like that exercise. Now, I want you to imagine that same all-knowing beam from the sky beaming down to you and whispering, you see that couple? That's gonna be you. You're going to meet an incredible partner who loves you so deeply and treats you so well. Just be patient, because that person is right around the corner. Now, how does it feel to look at the happy couple? Do you feel angry and bitter? Or do you feel like, wow, I wish I had that right now, but it's okay, because I know I will have it when the time is right for me? That is the difference between believing you can have the thing you want and believing that you can't. Because if you haven't figured it out already, that all-knowing beam of light is you. It's your inner voice. And if you can start shifting from that rude-ass first voice to that beautiful, loving second one, you're gonna feel a huge difference. The feeling of envy won't necessarily go away completely, but the feelings of bitterness and anger and resentment will. Because hey, your blessing is right around the corner. Which brings me to my next major point. Happiness is not a fixed commodity. In fact, it's an unlimited resource. I don't know if it's capitalism or what, but I think a lot of us have a subconscious negative belief that someone else being happy or in love or successful somehow lowers our chances of being happy or in love or successful. But that is just not true. I mean, on the level of love specifically, like there are 7 billion people on this earth. Someone else finding a great partner for themselves does not mean that all the good ones are taken or that you'll never find someone of your own. There really is enough love and happiness in this world for everyone. And truly internalizing that has helped me a lot on my bitterness journey. Okay, wait, so what did you mean at the beginning of the video when you said jealousy can be a good thing? Well, maybe a better way to put that would be that jealousy can be a useful thing. Now that we know we actually can have the things that we're jealous of other people for having, we can use jealousy as a tool to help us A, figure out what we really want, and B, push us to do what we need to do to get that thing. Let's start with this one. Let's say you've been feeling kind of dissatisfied in life and you can't figure out why. Meanwhile, every time you see someone post on LinkedIn that they're doing some cool graduate school program, you feel this surge of jealousy. Now you could either ignore that feeling and keep scrolling, or you can take a moment to ask yourself, why am I feeling jealous? Do I feel unsatisfied in my career path right now?
Is going back to school something I need to consider?
And take action from there. And if you're already aware of what you want, you can use jealousy as a nudge to keep pushing you in the right direction. I mean, I still get jealous sometimes when I see people getting engaged on Instagram, but instead of letting that feeling fester into resentment, I use it as a nudge to say, okay, so being in a long-term relationship is clearly what you want, so maybe you should reply to those Hinge messages you've been ignoring for a week. Or maybe maybe you should stop binge watching Love is Blind and get out to meet some new people. I'm just saying. So all that's to say, waiting for something that you don't have yet can be a really frustrating experience. But the moment that you realize you actually can have all the beautiful things you're dreaming of, that's the moment that you can stop seeing other people's wins as sources of sadness and disappointment and start seeing them as sources of inspiration. Because if they can have it, you can have it too. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and remember, you are worthy, you are capable, and you got this.